Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! The show must go on. We are experiencing a severe snowstorm this morning. Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jonathan Clarke, and yes, we are in the middle of a very severe snowstorm, but that has not stopped my show from being recorded because Descendants and Zombies mean so much to each and every one of your hearts. To somebody out there watching this video today, hello once again. If you are a huge fan of Descendants and Zombies, it is my honor to once again be in your presence to discuss all things related to it, as we are just days away from the Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Tour concert special, and I have never felt more excited and honored to experience this with each and every one of you. I'll take you back to last summer. I was forever excited to have the chance to review the Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Tour because of how much it meant to each and every one of you. We all took something special away from that tour, no matter who we are, no matter what our age was, no matter who our favorite character was, or our favorite moment from either Descendants or Zombies. We truly had the chance to experience and to be a part and to feel as if we were a part of something special. A moment in time, a moment in history, if you would, that we never ever forgot. I've had the honor of attending some of my all-time favorite bands and idols over the years, but I have never had the chance to experience something like the Worlds Collide Tour. And I would have loved the opportunity to have had the chance to meet each and every one of you, to have signed autographs for each and every one of you as one of your favorite viewers of Descendants and Zombies, because I always believed there was a greater appreciation to take away from this kind of thing. And if you were going to say anything about somebody like Skye or Freya, Skye, it was going to have to be something nice. I had issues with how people were treating Skye and Freya, Skye in the way of their reviews, because it was almost as if people didn't really want to give this one much of a chance. From the very first time that I ever saw Descendants, I remember going on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb.com that same night, and there were ridiculous reviews being uploaded. And I always believed from that moment forward that you guys deserved better. You always deserved better in the way of reviews. So when it came to the content that was being uploaded, which pretty much was just AI or fake teasers or trailers, giving you false hope for the future of Descendants and Zombies, I always wanted to give something special back. So I thought some more, and I came up with the concept of launching my own Descendants and Zombies podcast, kind of the unofficial Descendants and Zombies podcast, to give people a chance to showcase their passion and to tell their story to me about how they were a fan of Descendants and Zombies, while I shared my story with each and every one of you, never knowing if I was going to be well received or how I was going to be responded to. But you guys fell in love with my channel, and it's more evident than ever before because people are subscribing to this YouTube channel every single day. And I have gone above and beyond the requirements of any content creator related to Descendants and Zombies because I've taken this YouTube channel further than any YouTube content creator has ever taken it before. I remember last summer when I recorded a video during the most severest thunderstorm in the history of this island. So it was a very severe thunderstorm, but it didn't stop my show from having been produced. And I was talking about the chances of a zombie apocalypse happening, and everybody loved that video. I remember when I used to record videos when the power would fail during the recording of the video and the production of the show. We've had so many unforgettable memories because of the show that we created and shared in together. And I will never forget any of you for allowing me the opportunity to have become a part of each and every one of your lives and to have represented you as your voice of Descendants and Zombies. I think I've made a believer out of everybody for the chances of a zombie apocalypse happening because you can never be too sure or too prepared. I've never believed what scientific experts may have said on Google about how the chances of a zombie apocalypse will never ever happen. That's why I'm always at the dollar store picking up the necessary essentials like food, water, medical supplies, because you never have enough of it on hand. And I've taken myself up to the opportunity to play every horror survival game on the PS4, PS5, including Resident Evil, The Last of Us, every horror survival video game that you can possibly think of. I've had a hand in playing, so I'm pretty prepared for this kind of thing. So if there's ever a guy that can get you out of that kind of situation, it's this guy. I've watched every Supernatural TV series there is, including Supernatural and The Twilight Zone and The Outer Limits. I remember watching those back as far as the late 1980s, early 1990s. I will never forget watching The Outer Limits when they would say, "You are now entering the outer limits." Dun, 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 dun. And that would probably be like at 1 o'clock in the morning. And you'd be really freaked out. I went through this phase when I was a child where I used to believe that everything that I saw on TV was real, including pro wrestling, supernatural TV shows, and movies. I thought every vampire TV show that I saw or movie was real. I remember reading over at least 150 adaptations of Dracula, so I'm well versed in this kind of thing. I remember the first time that I ever saw Van Helsing. Of course, I went to my friend's house. We watched it with the lights off on Friday night. And I remember experiencing eras like the TGIF era from ABC, which of course was captained by shows like Boy Meets World and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Shows that forever and always held a very special place in my heart. Baywatch and Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark? So when I saw that reboot of Are You Afraid of the Dark with one of your all-time favorites, Malia Baker, being one of the members of the Midnight Society as part of that cast, it was a huge honor for me because I remember being a fan of the original Are You Afraid of the Dark and always taking something special away from it. Of course, I will never forget the premiere date of the original Are You Afraid of the Dark. Of course, it was October 31st, 1990, and that was forever ago, almost 30 years ago. So I've loved sharing in all these significant milestones in the history of Disney, and of course, eventually, which became for me Descendants of Zombies. Point being, this has been the most fun that I've ever had, and I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you've shown for these videos, all the wonderful comments, the lovely comments that I receive. I just want to let you guys know that I read down through every comment that I ever receive. I take the opportunity to read down through every comment, and you guys are really appreciative of these videos. That's the one thing that I've always taken away from every video that I've ever had the honor to create and upload, because there's a certain pride and a passion that goes with recording these videos. I've really had the time of my life not just to have the chance to talk about Descendants of Zombies with each and every one of you and profile your favorite stars, Freya, Skye, Kylie Cantrell, Malia Baker, and one of my all-time favorites, Ruby Rose Turner, because she will forever hold the distinction of being my favorite Descendants character for how genuinely sweet the girl was. I can never seem to say enough nice things about Ruby. Hi, Ruby. If you're watching this video, she will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart for being my all-time favorite Descendants character. If there was one girl that I could give any of my stuffies to, it would be Ruby Rose Turner, perhaps all of them, for just how genuinely sweet the girl was and how she showed me how much further kindness can really take a person in this lifetime. I've become a better person because of what Ruby Rose Turner taught me, and probably all of us together, because we all have the chance to be a part of something so special. These friendships that I've noticed and I've documented between Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker and even Ruby Rose Turner, there was something about the three of them, seeing them together and having the chance to talk about them. I could never seem to say enough nice things about them, because that's what's so beautiful about life. You know, sometimes we think about life being so short, and often too short, but the beautiful things that we have the chance to experience in life, like friendships that kind of come into our lives for no unexplained reason, or just kind of happen for us, or how we find true love when we least expect it, because I think there is a special somebody out there for everybody to spend the rest of their lives with, no matter how impossible it may seem. There's so many magical things that happen in Lifetime, and Descendants of Zombies in Lifetimes is one of those special moments that I think has forever and always been cherished. And we showcase our passions in so many innovative ways through collecting the Descendants of Zombies dolls, all the merch that comes with it. I remember when Freya Skye was so honored to model her new tees for each and every one of you on FreyaSkye.com. They had a shop open up, and Freya Skye was selling her merch off her YouTube channel, and everybody was so excited to get their hands on Freya Skye's tees. And I got to give it to you guys, these tees are really beautiful. So too are the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour hoodie, which of course many of you have probably never ever taken off. The Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour hoodies look absolutely breathtaking. They blow my mind, and I think that people who criticize this just have nothing else better to do with their own lives. I think that if we are going to talk about Descendants of Zombies, we should do it in a way of encouraging you to believe in your passions and to continue to follow them. Because when you do follow your passions, what can happen for you is the same thing that happened for Kylie Cantrell or Malia Baker, some of your all-time favorites. You may have the chance to share the stage with your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars of all time. I've had a hand in a lot of very successful stage productions like Phantom of the Opera, Beauty and the Beast, and Romeo and Juliet, and I've had the time of my life. Now, they may have been high school productions, but I saw the value in those. You know, if there ever was a chance for me to watch the original Romeo and Juliet or the Phantom of the Opera, I took myself up on the opportunity to do that years later. It would become a passion for Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah Montana, which eventually became Descendants of Zombies. And I remember over 18 years ago when the Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds tour was receiving rave reviews. People couldn't stop talking about it. People wanted to get their hands on these tickets more than anything else in the world, just to have the chance to see Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, and the Jonas Brothers share the stage. And I remember being at one of the most revered and often celebrated concert productions of all time, over the 900 productions that Disney has had a hand in, which eventually became Descendants of Zombies. But I don't think that anything ever comes close to a comparison that could be made between Descendants of Zombies and anything else that Disney has ever had a chance of producing, because I remember the Worlds Collide tour, everybody was so excited about it. You guys were lining up for hours. You couldn't wait to come in out of the cold and watch the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide tour. And at the very moment that it began, you guys couldn't believe it. You guys were shouting out, "Oh my God," you were screaming at the top of your lungs. It was such a fun time for me, and I never ever forgot it. And if I could go back in time, let's say if I were in possession of a pocket watch and relive this experience all over again, I would definitely take myself up on the opportunity to do just that, hands down. I've loved having the chance to meet so many incredible fans, and if there was one honor that I could have bestowed upon me again and again, time after time, kind of go back in time and relive over and over again, it would be having the chance to meet each and every one of you. Let me put it to you this way. If the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide tour cast were on a tour bus, I would be the one guy to stop the tour bus every single time to give everybody who was in attendance a chance to have the chance to meet me, get my autograph, have the chance to meet you and hear your stories and share my story with you. I would have loved to take myself up in the opportunity to have been a part of these Q&As, to answer all of your questions. I think I would have had the chance to have become everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies character. Just imagine that, Jonathan Clarke becoming everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies character. I would love the opportunity and to have the honor to be your favorite Descendants character, because you can never have enough chances to bring these characters to life. These characters have had such a huge involvement in each and every one of our lives. We've taken a lot of inspiration from each and every one of them. They are incredibly beautiful, and I can never seem to say enough nice things about people like Kylie and Freya and Malia, some of my all-time favorites, because the thing about me was I was always a huge supporter of these Disney girls, and I'll tell you why I was a huge supporter of these Disney girls, because I always saw something special in every single one of them, just like each and every one of you. So when it came, man, that wind is really loud. We are experiencing a severe thunderstorm today, or a snowstorm, and I love hosting this show during snowstorms, to be honest with each and every one of you, because it's kind of really cozy. I had the chance to stay home all day and record these videos for each and every one of you. Hopefully Marshmallow from Frozen doesn't come in through my window, which I always believe there's a chance of having happened. I always wanted to be able to build a snowman and bring him to life. I think I'll take myself up on the opportunity to go out and build a snowman, either that or make snow angels in my backyard. Actually, I had a conversation last night referring to the Snow Angels music video with Freya, Skye, and Malachi Burton with one of my friends. He said, tomorrow there's going to be a major snowstorm outside, and we're probably going to have the chance to build snow angels. And I said, well, I'll take myself up on the opportunity if the opportunity arises and presents itself, because I think we can never have enough opportunities to share in these moments. I remember how special the Snow Angels music video was for each and every one of you, and how special it became for me, because my Snow Angels music video review received over 4,700 views. 4,700 views my Snow Angels music video received, and it was because of each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your love and support for that video, making it one of the most all-time popular videos ever archived here on this YouTube channel. I never imagined that this would have had the chance to become everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I think they need to record a sequel. And I say that because I remember how excited everybody was about Freya, Skye, and Malachi Burton's Christmas music video, and you guys were so honored to see it. You gave it over 78,000 likes. Just imagine if I uploaded a video and I got over 78,000 likes. Could you help me out with that? I would love for one of my Descendants of Zombies videos to have over 78,000 likes. I think the highest number of likes that I received was something like 50 and something like 5,000 views. And it happened because of each and every one of you. You guys obviously saw something special in my videos. You saw something special in how I told this story about Descendants of Zombies, because I wanted to tell it differently. If I was ever going to be a part of something, it was going to have to be something special, for me telling this story differently and always taking something special away from it, because we can never have enough opportunities to share in these moments. You know, life is too short. I remember my mom was a teacher for over 30 years. She taught grade 4 from 1985 to 2005, and the most valuable piece of advice she ever gave me was that you never really need a whole lot of friends in this lifetime. All you ever need are a few really good ones. And if you have 2 or 3 really good friends that help you make sense of everything happening around you in your own life and put your life back together, then that's more than you could ever ask for. And I quickly realized that the 2 or 3 really good friends that I always had in high school and through my entire life were all I ever needed. And we had so many unforgettable memories. We shared in, we cried together, we laughed together. We were there for each other every step of the way, calling each other every day and every night just to check on each other. It really made sense to me what she was saying for pretty much all of my life as she raised me, because she always taught me the value of kindness and how to appreciate it. So now that she's passed away after her battle with cancer, I just kind of wanted to create something special to honor her legacy and to honor each and every one of your favorite stars' legacies, because the one thing that I would always want to see through for people like Kylie and Ruby and Freya is that they will go down in history for having been some of the greatest of all time. Now that may be at my expense, but even if it is at my expense and me putting myself out there and sharing my story with you guys about how I was a fan of Descendants of Zombies, there is no greater honor in the world or no greater feeling that you can give to somebody who loves Descendants of Zombies with all of their heart, to honor the legacies of their favorite stars, because undeniably Kylie Control is a beautiful person, and I want to see this through for Kylie, which means I will always have Kylie's back. I will always have Freya's back. So if you are somebody who loves Kylie and Freya with all their heart, or some other Descendants of Zombie star past or present, it could be Dove, it could be Sophia, it could have been Cameron, because we all miss Cameron boys. Their legacies will forever and always be honored, and we're going to have the chance to be a part of something special because of this YouTube channel and what you guys have meant to this YouTube channel, because you've obviously saw something special in it. You've taken something special away from it every single time that I've ever uploaded a video and have the chance to be here with you guys and join you guys, because there is no place in the world I would rather be than having the chance to sit here in this room and record videos for each and every one of you. If I could choose one place to be every single day for the rest of my life, it would be right here with every fan of Descendants of Zombies, offering them encouragement and hope for that unforeseeable future, because we never seem to know what's coming next. The only thing we know that's coming next is a Super Mario Galaxy movie happening on April 1st, or the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour concert special. But the thing is, it's so cool that we have the chance to relate to so many wonderful people, and I've had the chance to touch the hearts of every fan of Descendants of Zombies some way or somehow. I always wanted to come through. Man, that snowstorm is really severe out there. Hopefully everybody is safe out there tonight, and hopefully I don't lose power while I'm recording videos. So the way this YouTube channel works is there is always something new uploaded here every day, and I'll have more to say on this on my next show to give you guys an update on what's happening here on this YouTube channel. We celebrate every significant milestone in the history of Descendants of Zombies, and we go right on through, which means we don't break. There is a new show uploaded here every day. It is the unofficial Descendants of Zombies podcast, and it has become everybody's favorite show. For some reason, somehow, this has become everybody's favorite show. And I know this show may be hosted by a guy who wears the same 5 shirts every day, because I pretty much just wake up and wear the first shirt that I see in my closet. I'm pretty much an easygoing guy. With me, what you see is what you get. And I have all these Disney stuffies behind me. I have a cool backdrop, probably better than most people who upload these videos for you guys. And the one thing that I think a lot of people take a greater appreciation away from for every video that I ever have the honor to record and produce is that I actually talk to you guys. And I break down and review Descendants of Zombies in a way that nobody else has ever taken the chance or opportunity upon themselves to review and talk about Descendants of Zombies, because somewhere out there in this really big universe, even with how big this universe seems to be on times, there's always that one girl who wants to hear your thoughts on Ruby or your thoughts on Kylie, because she too loves them with all their heart. So I just wanted to let you guys know that no matter who comes in and out of these franchises or what we ever have the chance to experience, you guys will always have me, and I will always have the back out of love and support of your favorite stars, because there are never enough opportunities to have these conversations with thousands of people and to have more opportunities to touch the hearts of more people than perhaps ever before. Simply put, if you've ever believed in a dream, or you've ever wanted to take a chance on believing in magic and thinking it's real, I have too. And I've always wanted to take you guys on a magic carpet ride through my expression and my feelings about Descendants of Zombies. So if you would do me the honor of joining me on this unforgettable, truly breathtaking journey, because the scenery is absolutely amazing. It's truly breathtaking. I never ever forgot that iconic magic carpet ride between Jasmine and Aladdin from Aladdin's 1992 theatrical premiere. I was there. I never ever forgot it. I thought it was a beautiful scene, one of the most beautiful and often celebrated scenes in the history of Descendants of Zombies. And This has been so much fun for me. Thank you so much for allowing me to have been your voice of Descendants of Zombies and to have been a part of an incredible journey that I will never ever forget, because I feel as if I've been on this unforgettable, truly breathtaking journey with each and every one of you, that you guys have given me and shown me the honor to have come along with you guys and to have been a part of. And I love sharing my stories with you guys. And I think that these reviews about Descendants of Zombies, that's why they're so revered, become so revered, and often so celebrated and never ever forgotten. And that's the sole reason behind why this YouTube channel has become everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel in the whole world. Thank you so much for every like that you've ever put up here on this YouTube channel. I'm going to take myself up in the opportunity to go make some snow angels now in my backyard, come back with another video, and share some more Descendants of Zombie stories with each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time, and thank you from my heart to yours for having watched this video.